Rocket Ryan's Rocket Report, and I get people all the time asking me, I live here in the Dayton area, people all the time asking me, why do you love Toledo so much? Well, it's my alma mater. How could you not love your alma mater? I mean, I know a guy that went to BG, sports fan, and in his 4 years there, never went to a single game. I just think, how do you, I just don't get it. Maybe it's because BG doesn't have the tradition that UT does. I mean, you look at that 35-0 winning streak from 69 to 71. Chuck Ealy, the quarterback, 8th in the Heisman Trophy balloting that year. A couple of years later, 1975, you had a first-team All-American quarterback in Gene Swick. He was 10th in the Heisman balloting. And then you go into when things really turned a corner was when Nick Saban came in there in 1990. They went 9-2, and then they hired a guy by the name of Gary Pinkel. 10-year run, put the Rockets really on the map by beating some big schools. And then Coach Tom Amstutz came in, Toledo Tom, did a great job of just beating big name schools each and every year. I mean, Penn State, Michigan, teams from Power 5 conferences, which is really awesome. I mean, and the tradition continues once again today. I kind of compare being a Toledo fan to being a UD basketball fan. When I say UD, I mean the University of Dayton, right here in town. I have a really good friend of mine. He knows who he is. I'm not going to say his name, but he lived here for a while, and he could never understand the love for UD basketball. Well, they made the NCAA championship game back in 1967 where they lost to UCLA, Lou Alcindor, John Wooden, and that great group. But over the years, UD sells out every game in basketball, 13,000 strong, and that is from a mid-major conference. Toledo, mid-major. I mean, not a real big fan of that, but what else are you going to call it? It's not a Power 5. So it's the group of 5, and Toledo does well each and every year. And I'm just proud to say I love the Rockets. I mean, they are arguably, you have to go back over the years. 1962 is the year the NCAA decided we're going to classify schools from the MAC as a major conference. So Division 1A, that's when that came to be. And over the years, that's 55 years now. You have to think back. It's hard to come up with a team that has been as consistent as Toledo over the years from a mid-major standpoint. Yeah, arguably, they have to be one of the greatest mid-majors of all time. In fact, I'm going to go on record as saying that they are the greatest mid-major of all time. If you have any arguments about it, go ahead and comment on this video and let me know who you think. But and if you live in the Dayton area and you're seeing this, Toledo football, UD basketball, I think it's very similar. Maybe you don't, but let me know. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you next week, and go Rockets.